Hey, let's head on down to Columbia. Let's head on over to Columbia, Missouri. The real Columbia, this year's real Columbia in the SEC. SEC's premier Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Columbia, Missouri, where the Alabama Crimson Tide are taking on the Tigers. Boys, what is the key to this matchup?
Alabama better figure something out in the defensive run game for this one, because
they did in the second half.
They did in the second half against Vanderbilt. They definitely showed some life and some improvement there. I think Kane Womack has his defense progressing in the right direction, but this isn't your typical SEC run game that you're going to be facing this weekend. This is Ahmad Hardy, and Ahmad Hardy is not your typical running back. I don't care where he would be playing at. This is one of the best college running backs, maybe even the best running backs in college football, and you're going to have your hands full this weekend. So if he's just doing anything and everything that he wants, I would be very nervous and scared as an Alabama fan.
Yeah, mine's adjacent to this. It's which team can make the other feel like they have to play out of their style. We all know that Missouri's going to want to be able to pound the rock against Alabama in this game. Alabama is going to be very predicated on explosive passing offenses. Which defense can make it feel like you're not able to do that? If Missouri feels like they can't run the football in this game, that's going to be in trouble. If Ty Simpson and the Alabama offense feel like they can't throw downfield in this game, Alabama's going to be in trouble.
Boys, what's Missouri's primary run concept, if you had to guess?
I would probably guess it's a zone stretch or something.
Like wide zone?
Yeah.
That's what it's always been. Like even when Cody Schrader, they didn't have a lot of get downhill now. It's a lot of stretch, hope we reach them, hope we don't hold, hope we get a crease, bang, 45 yards. And it's still the basis of their offense. Still out of pistol. They're still doing a lot of that stuff. But Ahmad Hardy has created a downhill, hit you in the mouth now type of run scheme for them. And it's completely changed how you have to defend them. Jonathan, they're out here running duo, like smacking people in the mouth with duo. And doing so off of the wide zone action. Showing wide zone, cutting back, now we're creasing you off the backside tackle that has had you overflowing all week in practice trying to prepare for wide zone. What I'm saying is the individual excellence, like we talked about on Feinbaum today, the individual excellence from Ahmad Hardy has created a totally different and much more difficult run defense or run offense to stop defensively when you go up against these guys. I'm still very questionative on the ultimate like SEC sustainability in the play from Bo Pribula, but the run game is legit, and that is the key to this football game for Missouri. Can they shove that down your throat out there in their home environment? I think for Alabama, man, it's simple. Continue to find offensive balance with regards to your explosives, man. Like they're chunking Vanderbilt in the run game, and what you see is Vanderbilt now have to commit bodies to the box. And I'm going to tell you, if you have to commit bodies to the box against Alabama, 65 yards immediately, like right now through the air, going to happen. So I think that's a major key there for them.
For Missouri, on the flip side, I would say defensively for them, I think what their goal should be is if Alabama is going to score points, and they will, obviously, they're not going to pitch a shutout in this one, but on those scoring drives, your goal should be for those drives to be 10 plays or more. Don't let them be able to speed race their way down the field and get a touchdown. Don't let the explosives happen. If they can methodically march their way down the field and earn 7 points or even 3 points, then good on them. I would still say that you did your job as a defense to make them do it in that fashion, and I think that kind of benefits what you like to do on offense. You're not trying to do the inverse of that, so I think that helps with your time of possession in a home game like that. That's what you want, is the more time that they're on the field, I think that's better for you.
Yeah, like I said, I think Missouri is going to really be predicated on how well they can run the football and how well Alabama can stop it. It's why I have Ahmad Hardy as my X for this, just kind of moving the segment forward. That's who my X factor is for this, Ahmad Hardy. If he can run the football up and down Alabama's defense, this game will get very, very interesting. On the flip side of that, if Alabama stops him, I don't really see an avenue where Missouri scores a lot of points.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I have Ahmad Hardy as an X factor too, because if Missouri is going to win this game, like he is going to be the reason why. If they're going to score enough points, if they're going to do enough offensively, it's going to be because Ahmad Hardy had a Heisman caliber performance against Alabama at 11 a.m.
Michael Lowry says, first-time viewer, what is the backstory for these dudes? Just another random group of Monday morning quarterbacks, or are these dudes legit? Just lock in. Give us like the next, I don't know, hour and 10 minutes to see what you got. And you make your own decision. And then if you like it, watch some of our film studies, and then you'll find out if we know ball. You know, evil laugh. You know, I felt like giving one of those. Yeah, we kind of know ball around here. It's kind of our thing. I think it's what we're most known for. Guys know ball. Some would say certified ball knowers.
Yeah.
Some would say. Not stolen valor, spoken valor. That's real valor around here with regards to that CBK-isms. X factor for me, it's got to be Bo Pribula. Like you guys are talking about Ahmad Hardy. I think the game plan is going to be to take him away, as it should be. So that means the game's on Pribs. The game is on Bo Pribula to go out here and see if he can do anything other than what I would consider playing frantic football. Like, dude, even that corner route we showed today on Feinbaum, like if you go look, I didn't want to call him out on national television. If you go look at it, dude, his eyes are in the wrong spot all the way until the last second. That's why the ball has to be put where it is. Should have been put into the progression way earlier once we realized the safety was in compromise. That's the guy we're trying to put into compromise, or I should be there. Like, it's the weirdest thing to me about young quarterbacks right now, inexperienced quarterbacks. The guys that don't have their eyes in the right spot versus the guys who do. The guys who do will have long-term success. The guys who don't will be out here running around like a chicken with their head cut off, and it'll continue to be that way. The crazy thing about him is old Pribs is dynamic on the run. He's a great runner of the football, and he's really, really dynamic as a thrower on the run. I just don't know if he's got enough to win this football game. Unless it doesn't happen, boys. Game of the weekend. 15-plus explosives in this football game alone. But Alabama wins it. You heard it here first.
Whoa. Way to spoil the prediction.
Yeah, hey, Tide wins 35-27. That's my prediction.
Man.
Sorry.
You're supposed to build, and you just go rip the Band-Aid.
No. Hey, ain't no build around here. Ain't no secrets neither. Everybody knows Bama Brooks riding the Tide. Everybody knows. Everybody know Bama Brooks rides the Tide.
Texas fan Brooks Austin.
Texas fan
Georgia
Brooks Austin.
Homer.
I got called an Auburn fan. That was crazy. Out of nowhere. Like, whoa. I think it was because I said they got hosed against Oklahoma. I think I got called an Oklahoma fan last year. Remember I had a Heupel photo behind us during the Tennessee breakdown, and people were like, this Sooner homer is crazy. So, yeah, a lot going on there. I think what people are just dumbfounded by is just unbiased opinions that they don't like, so they assume I'm a homer against the team of the opinion that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
For my unless it doesn't happen in this game, Ahmad Hardy goes for 4 touchdowns and 150-plus yards. You heard it here first. Unless it doesn't happen. Mine's
not nearly as bold as that. I said Missouri finishes the day with over 225 rushing yards. You heard it here first unless it doesn't happen, but Jay Wills is way better. I do have Alabama winning this game, though, 30-20.
So we're all thinking points. What'd you get?
I got Bama 30, Missouri 28. So Ahmad Hardy is scoring every single point that Missouri gets this weekend, but it's not going to be enough. I think Alabama still wins. This game is so hard for me to predict and kind of get a good gauge on because Alabama has looked great the past couple of weeks, and they looked apart. It looks like they're only getting better as the season progresses, which is what you want to see from one of these college football playoff contenders because, as we all say, you want to see them playing your best ball by the end of the year. But on the flip side, this is your 3rd week in a row that you're playing a ranked team. This is the second one of those 3 that you're going to be playing on the road. It's an 11 a.m. kick. But then also, Missouri, as great as they have looked, they haven't really been tested, especially not to this magnitude. They haven't played a team like Alabama yet. So on paper, all the stats look great. The rushing offense looks great. The defense has been showing out. Damon Wilson is balling for them, so they bought good groceries there in the transfer portal. All the things look good for Missouri. I just don't know how to compare them to a team like Alabama because I haven't seen anything yet that shows me they are comparable to this.
Jonathan, you say 11 a.m. local kick.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a sleepy kickoff time.
Yeah, some would say.
You might be sleeping on it. You shouldn't be a sleeper around here. Shout out to our friends over at Sleeper. Sleeper is a fantasy sports plus real money gaming app focused on bringing people together through sports and gaming. Sleeper has become one of the fastest organically growing fantasy platforms in the world while earning, like us, some of the highest rates of engagement in the industry. If you head over there today, use promo code Brooks, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Not only that, guys, even for you non-first-time users, if you have followed the code of supporting those who support us, and maybe you've already signed up using promo code Brooks and gotten that 100% deposit match on that first-time user sign up, you're also getting a free 20 over there for a limited time on Sleeper today. Again, that's Sleeper, and use promo code Brooks